All aboard! No, I think I won like $4. I think it was, yeah.
Dude,
Like
I think they say you got better chances of getting struck by lightning
yes,
than
exactly.
fucking winning the lottery.
Yep. I was about to say, I was like, yep.
But what about the person that does win the lottery?
What about the person that's been struck by lightning 2 or 3 times in their lifetime?
Ooh, yep.
Damn. They should have played the lottery.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
Seriously, if you get struck by lightning 2 or 3 times, I think you start playing the lottery even after you do it the first time.
You start. No, I should just keep it to myself.
We'll get into that right now. Let's start it off proper though. Oh wait, remember?
No, we shouldn't have said anything because I was thinking about it.
All
right, we'll just do it anyway. What's good though?
What's good though?
What's good though?
What's good though?
See,
Yeah, we got it this time. All right,
You guys
that's
do it too fast. Though.
Bam.
I almost did it.
Take
I
'em
almost
off.
got caught. Oh,
that's D-Rock. That's Oet. I'm Sarge.
can I be O-Rock?
You be O-Rock.
Oh, rock.
You have to be original, below. But I didn't.
That is original.
Wait. Well, before you start, were we gonna officially introduce Oet, or were we gonna do that just like a one-on and just add it to it?
What do you mean officially introduced? He's a part of the.
No, I know, but remember you were saying something about we gotta officially introduce him, like kind of like.
Oh, like do a little
night of
mini
in or
interview,
something,
kind of.
or-
We haven't even done an interview to each other because I think we just did this.
No, we just.
I think if people are curious, then we should. But
Yeah, we'll just do it real quick. But before we even start on that,
right now,
no.
He's like,
Before
oh
we
man,
even
hold
start,
on, let me
he's
bring
all-
out my notes.
I think this is the best one, man. This is so.
Really, I thought you said the
Prospect?
raspberry one was.
You know which one's
So
my
what you're
favorite?
drinking
No,
is
no,
a
no.
Mountain Dew.
No. I said the Halloween one,
Oh, the Halloween one. That's right.
the gummy
Halloween.
worms, the
He's-
2022.
What is it called? That Mountain Dew? It's called
Frostbite.
Frostbite. It has
My
like a
favorite
shark on
is the
it.
Taco Bell one.
Oh, the Baja Blast.
That one. That's
Really?
the one right there. That
There's a
one
lot of
hits.
people that
That
claim
one
that
hits.
Baja
Classic,
Blast is good. I don't know. It's okay. I like it though.
That one hits.
But
That
real
was a
quick,
good one.
you said something very interesting right at the beginning because we were talking about the lottery before we started recording. It's like at $1 billion. It's a crazy number again.
1.35.
Crazy amount of money. So you said something right away that if you won, you wouldn't tell nobody.
I didn't say that.
I thought that's what you said.
No.
I thought you said if I won, I wouldn't tell nobody because I wouldn't tell nobody.
You gotta,
I mean, I would, but
Well,
not at first.
I heard when it was the last one that you have to, they have to disclose your name or something like that.
No.
You have the option to like opt out or whatever. But I was I was reading that you have to give out your name.
I thought they didn't have to because, to be honest, because this actually came out. There was a YouTube guy who came out with a story that involved this lady. So this is check out this lady. So this lady bought a lottery ticket, right? And she won, but she didn't tell her husband. She was just like all mums about it. So she's just like, you know what? I
think
want to
I
get a
know.
divorce. You know, it's
Yep.
not working out. Blah blah
Yep,
blah.
that's the one.
So she dips off. She's like, I'm out. Like this is divorce. And so she was gone for like 2-3 years. And didn't hear anything from her. The husband was just like, I feel like I lost my wife. And so he gets a letter in the mail saying, Dear Mrs. So-and-so, do you still want to keep receiving the monthly payment, or did you want to get the lump sum? And he's like, what the fuck? Like, what?
3 years
lump
after?
sum?
This is not the one then.
No, and then so he was like, what? And so he kind of puts 2 and 2 together that about the time she started receiving the money, it was about the time they went into the divorce. And so because he didn't know nothing about it, he ended up getting a lawyer and being like, hey, man, we on a divorce, and when we were getting the divorce, she didn't tell me anything about winning the
yeah,
lottery.
it is the one then.
And then so he ended up getting her money, bro, for her like not telling.
Yep,
So she
that's the one.
basically was like, that's
Broke.
She, not a like
Divorced and broke.
yeah, dude.
I think I heard about that. Like,
Yeah, I heard
she
about
lost
that one, too.
all the lottery money, went
All
all
of
to
it.
him.
Mm-hmm.
She still had to pay the fees for the
So
court.
what
Yep.
I didn't, that's
That's
what
the
I
one.
didn't get the part. I didn't get that part. So, what did she not receive the money?
No, she was receiving it, but the thing is, she got it. She was getting it in payments. So what happened is they basically asked her like, "Hey, do you still want to keep getting it in payments?" But she had never changed her address, so she must have been getting like a direct deposit into her account. So he was none the wiser, but they still thought that her address was the address of the house she had. So apparently she hadn't changed her address, was just like spending that money and forgot to change her address. So when they had to get a contact of her, they just basically called they sent a letter to the house, and the ex is reading this. He's like, dang. So when he put 2 and 2 together, he was just
did he get like?
Oh, he basically got most of it. I think basically the money that they left her was just to pay the fees. Like they was like, we're taking the rest of it, and of course the lawyers got a chunk of that shit. So they fought hard to get all of it. So yeah,
oh man,
all bad.
That sucks.
But
really
if you won, what would you do? Like, what would be the one? Would you? Obviously, you would tell your wife.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
But
you know what I would do? I've always thought about this. I would always surprise her because she wants a house. Like, I'm gonna get you a house. Relax. I would surprise her with the house.
Give it time.
Yeah, give it time.
Wait,
That's what I would do because she's always wanting.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't keep it secret. Like, I wouldn't tell a lot of people.
Oh,
like,
I wouldn't tell
I would be like,
anyone.
Right
I'm
now?
gonna tell you something. I go, but if more people know after I tell you,
I'll know.
we're not gonna be on good terms. Like,
Yeah, I'll
you
know.
gotta keep this a secret.
I'll know that you. Told
Yeah, I'll
someone.
know that you. I'll hire a private investigator.
Well, not even that, but you'll know because you know the people you tell.
Like if I won it, like if we run it right now, we won the lottery.
Like, if you won the lottery, like right now, like who would you, like? There would obviously look. The biggest mistake I would think would be to tell a bunch of people. Like, just get all this. Oh my god, I fucking won! All right.
It was good content, though. It was good content.
This lady is getting criticized for taking her son to Hooters. So,
Yeah.
so you guys don't get it mixed up. So I read the article.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Stupid.
Come on, man. I want a different one.
So what it is that they have this kid, and the biggest gripe is that basically I'll read the title again. Mom blasted for taking her son to Hooters for his 5th birthday. So in this video, if you watch it in its entirety, it's actually very wholesome. It's like this mom was like, I want to take my son out to somewhere special, and I believe she was a single mom.
Probably works there.
No. So blah blah. Where the hell is it? So you took it. So she's basically getting blasted for taking her son to Hooters, but that's essentially where he basically asked for it. And I guess, so if you read the entirety of the article, he basically kind of asked to go to Hooters because somehow he was told something about Hooters, like, oh, have you ever been to Hooters? And like either right here kind of like says, others joked the celebration had transformed him from a boy to a man. The day Tommy did not want to play video games no more, penned a commenter, to which the kid's mother inked a string of laughing emojis. So it was basically, he had heard either through over conversation, I think, to be honest, I'm not sure if she's single, she might be married. But he somehow heard that Hooters was like amazing.
The spot.
Yeah,
to
like
go.
the spot to go. And so he was like, I want to go to Hooters for my birthday. And they were like, all right, let's go to Hooters. And so they took him, and he had a blast. He had the time of his life. Dang. But then parents started to be like, how could you take him to Hooters where, like, there's these chicks in, like, short shorts, showing cleavage. Mm-hmm. And they were like, that's where he wanted to go. They were really nice to him. He had a really fun time. It was a positive experience for him. Like,
yeah.
He wasn't like, you know what I mean? He was like, oh, shoot, I'm surrounded by pretty girls. Like,
yeah.
Who wouldn't want to be surrounded by pretty girls?
Look.
If you look at the pictures, he's like...
They like kids. Look at...
Yeah. You could tell.
Look, she's smiling. She's smiling.
No.
She's smiling. She's probably smiling. What is that? What do you think that guy's doing?
He's drinking beer, bro.
Yeah.
He's watching the Niners game.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is, like, if you look at all these pictures, I'll put some of them up. He's like, look, he's smiling in most of them. Like, but they made it seem like, well,
I mean, yeah, the first thing you think, like, why would you take your 5-year-old?
But if your 5-year-old, like, let's say he just hears...
but, I mean, that's what they see, though, and then they don't get the whole story. But up until, like, they start reading. Oh, okay. They get the whole picture now.
But, yeah, but I just hate that people are, like, making it seem like...
Yeah, they jump to conclusions. Like, shoot, like, this kid...
They just want to complain and criticize.
Well, they were like, there was one of the comments that I read where it was like, she was like, I think this person had to be a part of the LBTQ, PQRS, TUV,
Plus.
LMNYOP community. I don't know how many letters they got in there anymore, so I'll just throw them all in there.
The community.
So I think this person was a part of that community. Was like, oh, you're doing this because you think your son's gonna be a homosexual. You're trying to make him more heterosexual.
What?
Like you're trying to expose him to females. You're
That's
not letting
crazy.
him make his own choice.
That's
I'm
crazy.
like,
That's crazy. That's
the
crazy
kid
talk.
said he wants to go to Hooters.
That's crazy talk.
Obviously,
Yeah.
he likes TNA. Like, you know what I mean? He likes TNA. Is all he's thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure, however he heard about Hooters, it was amazing. I'm pretty sure it was followed about, like, TNA.
Yeah.
If you don't know what TNA is, look it up.
Look it up.
No, but that's my whole thing is, I don't know.
So,
What do you think?
Now,
Is that, like,
well,
'cause
I mean,
let me see if it says how old he was.
He's 5.
Well, he's
5?
Yeah, 5.
5, I don't care. 5 years old, that's good. Hey, we were just talking about that's when you start making memories.
Yeah.
That's
half
a good
a
memory
century
to have. No? Don't you think that's a good memory to have?
Well, I mean, at that age, anything is a good memory.
Dude, you're in
even
8th
if you
grade,
know
they're like, oh my
regardless of-
God, I went to Camelot Park and I rode around in scooters and blah, blah, blah. And the other kid goes, oh yeah? I went to Hooters on my 5th birthday and it was titties and ass everywhere.
Yeah, that kid's cool.
TNA for days.
That kid's cool.
TNA for days. And guess what? Every single one of them girls hugged me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll never top his story. Like, God
Yeah,
damn.
you can't. I mean, at that point, you got bragging rights.
Pretty much, bro.
for-
You don't think those are bragging rights? If you were like in the 5th grade and you went
yeah.
to Hooters, you
Oh,
wouldn't brag about
for
that?
sure.
No, I would.
When they're talking, oh, I had a birthday cake and they gave me a Transformers. Oh, yeah, I went to Hooters. Titties all up in my face. Ass all everywhere.
And Transformers. He got Transformers.
And he got Transformers.
I got a big old post about it too.
I
Pictures
know.
to prove it.
I know. I got proof, yo. It's on social media. All right. So next article is essentially almost the same thing. All right. My husband wants to wait too long to have the talk with kids, like actually talking about like sex.
Oh.
Um,
Oh shoot! Yeah.
When
no,
is it an appropriate age to teach your kids about puberty, sex, and etc.? I have 2-year-old triplets, 2 girls, 1 boy, no other kids. I have suggested telling them about puberty sometime soon and teaching them about sex when they're 5 or 6. But my husband thinks we should wait until they're before 12. We even tell them about puberty because according to him, that's the age when my kids start puberty. So assuming that they're going to start puberty when he did. That's not accurate at all. I started puberty when I was 8. Women start faster than boys.
What the hell?
And most people I know had finished puberty by the time they were 13. This is a huge rift between me and my husband, and I'm not sure how to fix it. What age worked for you to tell your kids about this stuff? Because this
Honestly?
is more. You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
start with you and not ask you when you would, but when your parents did, or if they even did.
No, they didn't.
They
They
did it.
didn't have to.
You found out in school.
Yeah, that's what it's. That's what they have.
That's
Give you
what
like
it's
help.
for.
That's what
What
it's
is it
for.
saying?
Jesus Christ,
What
y'all.
is it
That's why
saying?
the system's put.
No,
you think
no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
talk
no,
to my
no.
kids about sex? Fuck off.
It's there to help you learn. So it helps them learn. I mean, I don't know. That's just the way. Like, if how I'm
You're
thinking
not
about
learning
it
from the teachers. I'll tell you that much.
is if you send them to school, regardless of a
I
class,
learned from the street.
a friend. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Somebody
yeah.
else. Eventually, they're gonna find out.
It is. You know what it was?
The internet, dude.
Yeah. Well,
They're
back in
gonna
the day,
find
we didn't
out.
have the
Yeah, we
internet.
didn't
No,
have
but I'm
it
talking
was all
about
word
for
of
her
mouth.
case, like now.
Or
for
trial and error.
Like she probably doesn't have to do anything. Like she doesn't have to worry about it.
Dude,
In my opinion.
But you never had your parents never had to talk or even mention like
not really.
strap it up,
Honestly,
son.
Not really.
Honestly, yeah, same thing with me.
Not
Yeah.
really.
You know what my dad did? You ready, internet?
You ready, internet?
So
I think I heard this one.
yeah, I think he
man.
might have.
Oh man!
So
Don't tell me he snuck one in where it's like,
nah, nothing like that. So one afternoon, like
Took you to strip club.
no. So we used to visit a
In
video.
Mexico?
We used to visit a video store.
oh no
We
way!
used to visit a video store in Sanger.
No.
So we used to go to this video store in Sanger.
Oh, no.
And I remember that day he was like, I'm gonna pick out a couple movies, you'll pick out a movie, and then we had to pick out a movie together. And I'm like,
That's
usually we pick separate movies, like he picked his Bison movies, where they're like,
Yeah.
manos arriba, cabrón.
The Western.
Te voy a dar balazo. ¿Por qué estabas con mi mujer? ¡Pah! And then he'd be like, ah!
Yeah.
Like he'd throw himself back. So, you know what
Go
I'm talking
through the
about now.
window.
Yeah, they like hella overextend.
He'd fly
like
10 feet back.
What I love is that they spin around twice.
Yeah.
And then like they drop to a knee and then they jump back up and then they fly out the window.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't need to do, if you get shot, you ain't doing that, bro. You're just like,
doing the worm out the door.
Literally. And so he was picking his Bison movies, and I was like trying to pick my Disney movie, right? And like at that age, I think I had been like interested in like, he knew that I had because like I would rent scary movies, and I would like when like the part where they showed like the boobs. 'Cause
Yeah.
remember back in the day, like scary movies, they always showed boobs
Yep.
at one point. And
They showed everything.
apparently like when they showed boob, my eyes would be like, ah. And so I think he
what's
like
that?
this was around like 6 or like 7, and so I pick out my movie, he picks out his movie. And because he would let me watch scary movies, my mom would always be mad. No, let me mirar eso. I'm like, okay. So I just laugh. I'd be like, I don't care. He let me watch scary movies, whatever. So anyways, so after we pick out our movies, he's like, all right, follow me. And you know, like the section they had with the movies, there was always like a red curtain or like a black curtain, and you had to like move past it. And so my dad was like, oh, I'm gonna take my son with me because I don't want him to get lost. He's gonna come in here. So he basically was like, choose out one of these movies, whichever one you want. I was like, and I just noticed like they were all, like all these chicks didn't have titties on, dude. I was like, oh shit. None of these girls got like they don't got their shirts on. I was blasting tits. And so, so sure enough, dude, they choose like some random one. It looked like George in the Jungle or some shit. And I just remember that like we came home like. He watched this little Bison movie, like my mom was like, oh, I'm gonna go clean the restroom and do this shit. And I guess he was like, oh, at this time, this is when I'm gonna show him the movie when mom's kinda away. Dang. And so my mom went to go do her cleaning and shit, and sure enough, slips the video in, and it starts in, and it's a straight up porn. And then like my mom hears, of course she hears the sounds of like, So she's just like, oh, I know what's going on.
She's like, oh, I forgot about
So she came in and she was just like, what are you watching in front of him? And he's like, he needs to learn. Let him watch. And she just like, I just hear her nagging the whole time. And I'm just like,
Dang.
I swear to God.
So that's what you do.
The scene that I remember is that they're like, to be honest, I do remember the scene. They were like, it started off with like him.
I still have that DVD as a matter of fact.
No,
Yeah, he
it
has
was
it in like a shoebox.
I have it in the shoebox hidden in the corner.
5 1-gallon bags.
Jesus, no. So what happens in the movie, it's like these two young couple, like they're like in an argument. That's all I remember. And she like slaps him. He slaps her. She runs away. He goes after her. And then he like basically forces himself upon her, like fake forcing him to like, she like pretend like, no, I don't want it, but I do. And then he was just like, I'll give it to you. I just told her, it was like very, but that's the way I learned about the birds and the bees. My dad basically put it on a porn video in front of me, and then my mom was like, how can you be showing this? And he's like, he has to learn eventually. This is the best way I can do it. And he's like, I don't have the words for this. He's a visual learner. You see how much TV he watches? He just was coming up with one excuse after the other. Like, it's all good. He's eventually gonna find out. So that's how I found out about the birds and the bees. Like, oh shit, this is how you do shit.
Dang.
Very scandalous. Dude, he's walking away. You're ashamed?
No.
You're ashamed?
I'm actually.
No shame. Oh my god.
Man.
So how did you find? So you're saying they didn't talk to you about it?
Nothing. Telling you, up until my wife came in the picture. And
Oh,
Dang, Doreen was the one giving you lessons.
she's gonna watch him.
I know she'd be like, you motherfucker.
No.
She's like,
Don't throw me out there.
What are they talking about?
I can't wait
What'd
till
you
I
tell
get to
them?
your show
What
and this
did you
and that.
tell
I'll
them?
put you on blast. I already hear
You
her.
don't tell them about
I
that.
already hear her.
oh, but remember, no one's watching. No, someone's watching. I don't know who
Yeah.
is. There's like one exec in YouTube. Probably not. Just checking it. Not even, dude. Who checked this?
Yeah.
Nah, there's probably like one guy who's like, dang,
Some random
this
guy.
is cool. When are they gonna upload again?
Dude, imagine just some creepo, some stalker.
Not some creepo, some executive, just like chilling in the office. He's like, I'm waiting for them to upload another one.
Yeah, right. Use all this thing's a slow burn. Okay, let's move on to the next story. But for real, not a follow-up question, but for real,
What?
like if you had have you and Doreen even talked about like when you're thinking about like talking to the kids about like stuff like
I
that?
always like throw these jokes like with all my kids.
But
Well, not even all my kids, just specifically my girl. So, she's not gonna date until she's like 32.
Who says that? You?
Me.
you're the way you say it,
Yeah,
me.
I always throw it out there. It's like, no,
No,
my
but
daughter
you-
ain't.
Like,
gonna-
But
like
you've had
ironic?
the- you-
ironic? You saying it ironically?
No, yeah. Like,
No, but I'm saying
Okay.
you've had that,
Human,
you're
yeah.
gonna have that conversation to your kids, like, hey, make sure no adult
Oh
touches
yeah,
you in the
yeah.
no-nos.
Like I would say
that's like
more
the
my. No.
both. I'd be
no,
worried about both kids nowadays.
No,
Giving
I
that
would,
speech to Logan and Jaylene, and even like
well, Doreen has it with Vincent.
yeah,
Now,
just-
he knows already. He knows.
mean,
He already, cause you know
Yeah, he's at
the
that age.
situation where
Yeah.
he is, so he knows already. That we don't worry about. But Logan, on the other hand, that's the one where it's like, okay, we gotta, kind of like ease it on him, or it's like, hey, this is, that's the talk we've had.
Because the one talk that they did have to me about sexually, the only talk, and probably maybe even for you, is like, hey, and if adult touches you in the no-no area, you fucking tell us like right away.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was the
yeah.
one that I had
Yeah.
that's the one talk that I think every parent needs to have with like, hey, if the
Oh,
if
yeah,
adults
for
trying to
sure,
like
yeah.
give you a kiss or trying to like touch
Yep.
you all the time or
Whoa.
touching you in like the no-nos, they didn't have that conversation with you.
No.
No.
Jesus Christ, this guy didn't know about
It's
stranger
because
danger.
you were probably, well, I knew about stranger danger.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
Well, yeah, that. If they're like strangers don't talk to strangers.
Yeah, that's exactly like
Yeah.
but further on that, no
Yeah.
adult should ever
But I
like
think-
put their
Yeah.
hand on your thigh or like hey oh and start massaging you and shit, like
Yeah.
rubbing your tummy
Yeah,
or
what's
your
up?
chest.
What's up, man?
Yeah.
I do the opposite. Instead of getting creeped, I'm like dude, look at that.
Yeah, you creep them out. They're like, what the hell?
I know they're like, hey
what
kid,
the
you're not
hell?
supposed to like this. Nah, come on, dude. Don't be a stranger. But I am.
Well,
Doing
yeah,
the complete
well,
opposite. Don't follow my lead, kids. This is not for the kids.
Do it for the kids.
Do it for the kids. I do
Not
this for
this
the
one.
kids, not this one. So but like when do you think will you have to talk, or are you gonna be like you like just let the education system?
I wouldn't do that because at that point, like,
Kind of awkward.
I would want
That's really awkward.
I would want for them to hear it from us than from someone else. Like, okay, if they do hear it, like, oh, okay, they know, like, oh, okay, yeah, I already know, rather than like, what? And then they come to me, it's like, what the heck were you here? Your friends saying your friends, and this, let's just make it where they understand at an early age. That's the way I think.
Well, like
And
for
my wife too.
like an example, right? Like I was in like 3rd grade, right?
Okay.
And this guy like started talking about a condom. I was like, what is that? What's a condom, right? And he tells me what it is, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, right. Now I know, and I store it in the back of now it's in
That's
my,
true. You know,
now I know
a lot of shit you learn is from like the streets.
but I'm not
Yeah.
like, oh, let me go ask my parents about this. Like I'm like, okay, that's what it is. Like and now I know.
Yeah, you're right. Because a lot of shit that I learned was like, but you also learn a lot of myths. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like like your teacher goes, so that's the end of my speech. Do you guys have any questions? No question is dumb. No question is dumb. Ask any question. And there's always that one kid. Hey, I heard that if you drink Mountain Dews, it shrinks your balls. There's always that kid.
Yes.
There's always
my
that
health class.
kid.
There's
I
my
didn't
health
even-
class. Yes.
Who said that though?
You never heard that theory?
I
No,
heard-
no. But
Or was it like it shrinks your balls or lowers your
I know what you're
sperm
talking
count?
about.
That,
Like
like
one of
that
the
I
two.
heard.
Not that specifically, but like dumb questions.
some dumb
Yes,
questions.
in my health class, like freshman year. Yes, it was like that one kid that would ask like after everything,
Yeah, there was always.
or just during like the sex ed part. Like it was just
Like I said, there was just a lot of dumb
yeah.
questions. There was always the Mountain Dew kid. Always the Mountain Dew kid.
Mountain Dew.
Even in college, there was a Mountain Dew guy who asked, I drink Mountain Dew like 24/7 because I play video games. I'm in my basement eating Cheetos. No. All fucked up. I play video games all night. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I think I would do it in steps. I think I would like start off with like at a young age, like adults don't touch you in the no-nos, and then like when they hit early puberty, it's gonna be like, you're gonna want to like start like touching yourself. It's not a bad thing. Just if I knock, I'm gonna knock now. Like I'm gonna knock now. I'm not gonna just barge in. But like once you hit a certain age and you start like dating, like as soon as they start dating, I'm like, hey, let me tell you about like, strap it up.
but be
Keep
like,
it safe.
Jesus is watching.
And Jesus is watching.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Like those pictures on
Yeah.
like in social media where it's like.
Yeah, he's like peeking. He's like looking through the window.
Dude, there's so many porn sites. I was looking the other day. They do the statistics. It is so crazy what people are looking at. I'm like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like a grandpa. I keep it
I
basic.
saw it. You want to know what like one of the top 3 results? One of them was like, I think a popular video game at the time.
Oh, it's yeah.
It was like Apex Legends #2, right underneath like.
They
I
do
don't
that
know.
shit because you can like type in certain videos and they'll have like animated videos of like certain. The crazy thing is that there is the skyrocket in popular porn. Like not like a ton of people, but like because you know how they do graphs,
crazy.
they gradually go up
It's
and down.
crazy.
There's like the one for anime. It didn't just go like a slow climb. It was like. Like, there's so many people getting into animated porn. Like, I think it's gonna be a popular industry. And you have to imagine it's just people making fake noses. Oh yeah, cause I'm about to go to mata.
Yeah, but it's like
Like,
a
it's
movie
just-
though. It's like a movie. There's like it's like a 1 hour. Like you gotta sit for
1
the
hour?
whole 3
I
hours.
swear to God, dude, animated porn is just getting.
Oh man, this brings me up to a joke. I seen a short. What was it on TikTok? I think, where this guy is ready. He's like, I don't know, random porn site or whatever. He's getting ready. He has his lotion. He has a little drink,
That's
whatever.
funny. It's a lotion.
It's the thing is going, and then bam, an advertisement.
That's
So
the
he's
worst,
getting
bro.
ready.
You're like you're almost there. You're like,
And then
it's
boom.
just like, do you have hair loss?
Yeah.
Try Synfor.
He's like, damn it.
He's almost there, you motherfuckers. I gotta
He
wait
hits the
5
lotion.
seconds.
He hits the lotion that way.
I know, he knocks over the lotion.
Oh man, I was cracking up.
God damn it.
Oh dude.
Dude, that is so
One
bad.
advertisement. Oh dude.
Dude, but it's
You're
funny because
screwed.
I remember back in the day.
They gotta make the
He's
money.
raging.
He's
They
like-
gotta make the
He's
money.
raging.
No, but you know what's funny is that back in the day, it was like, they were like, oh, why lie? You know you masturbate. Everybody masturbates. And they're like, nah, people would deny it. I never masturbated, never masturbated. But now that there's porn, they know everybody's masturbating. So now the question
Oh,
doesn't even go,
yeah.
oh, you probably watch this type of porn when you masturbate. So it's not even that people are denying masturbating now. They're making fun of people for watching certain kind of porn. So it's like, oh, you probably jack
now
off
it's
to like
changed.
granny porn, or you probably jack
Yeah,
off
you
to
probably
like
do it to
anime.
Fortnite. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Fortnite.
So now it's not even people denying masturbating, it's people denying what type of videos they're masturbating to. Because it's like, obviously.
Yeah, no, I don't do it to Fortnite.
Dude,
I don't do it to Fortnite.
Dude, everybody's. I hate to say it, dude. Since
I do it.
the porn industry.
You gotta say it now. I do it too.
Yeah. I do the Hancock. Hancock. My porn. Hancock. He obviously hasn't seen the Hancock episode.
you haven't seen it?
Oh, you gotta watch the
The
Hancock.
movie Hancock? What are you talking
Oh
about?
my God. He is like you. Have,
I'm watching that one.
I
right
wonder
now,
how
matter of
many
fact.
episodes
I'm in-
you have
I'm in
watched.
season
of
4.
WD.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
have an
you
episode-
guys say a reference and you guys expect me to know.
Because we expect you.
How the hell is that
watch
supposed to work?
episodes
Of what? Of I don't even know what
of
show
this
you're talking about.
This show, the one you're a part of.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Jesus!
I didn't talk about a TV show.
Oh, it is a
Talking-
C, yeah.
It is a TV show, but I
Oh,
referenced
see-
it within one of the shows, and I thought you had watched all the shows. But I think you've only watched the shows from when you've been on to present.
Yeah, I've only watched like the last 3, and the
Yeah.
one that you had the other guy, and the first like 3 that you guys did.
Oh, Kevin?
Oh, can
Yeah.
make him?
Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, well, that was a pretty funny one.
Yeah.
That dude, that sucks that he doesn't want to do it because he seemed like really.
It's not that he doesn't want to do it. busy.
Yeah.
I can't disclose.
It would have been
information.
cool if, you know,
Yeah.
you stick
Dude,
him in
I,
there.
That's what I'm
dude,
saying.
I would love to have him in as the fourth member. Like that would, Kevin, if you're listening, if you're still watching, probably not. But you're more than welcome to come back. You're more
Yeah.
than welcome to take a seat.
That was probably one of my favorite ones. That was
No,
really
because
funny.
he has a very unique point of view. I'm gonna spill the beans on him, but
He looks.
dude, he doesn't work for like.
He looks chill.
He is chill.
He looks chill. That's all
He
I'm
likes to
saying.
shroom it. That's all I'm gonna say. Like it's not illegal. You can do it now.
He
So-
likes. What do you say?
She likes to take shrooms, like DMT, like just like have like Joe Rogan.
Oh,
eat
okay,
shrooms.
okay. He likes to.
Mike Tyson?
He likes to hear the colors.
I don't know about hearing colors. He says he has some pretty interesting trips.
Yeah.
I see sound.
Dude, those dogs in the background.
Sorry.
It tells you, no, it's always something.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
So what's this next article about?
All right, we probably only have enough time for one more.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
What time is it?
It's
I
so
don't
we've probably been recording for about an hour.
Should I? I'm gonna check it real quick. I can always.
I think an hour.
Let me double
I'm
check.
pretty sure an hour.
Because we had an hour 12.
It's felt like an hour.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, 34. So we
Yeah, we're
basically
good,
it was
we're
at
good.
70.
Yeah.
So how
So-
much?
I mean, it's up to you. We could do one more.
Yeah, we'll do one more and call it quits.
What did the audience say? Yeah.
I know we have live speed. Like,
Do one more.
All right, this is okay. Me and you probably.
First of all, hold on.
experienced-
First of all, can we look at this advertisement really quick? What have you been playing, Sergio?
I did.
What are you
I just-
playing, bro?
Will you help?
Hey, we were just. This is called Hero Wars,
Whoa.
and this is what they're doing. Obviously.
You gotta
That-
save this and put it
I
up.
don't know if I can. Let me see if I can.
Like screen.
So I wanna say,
Yeah,
okay,
screen print.
screenshots,
Screen
yeah,
print.
screen-
so-
No,
Screenshot,
save
screenshot.
image as, and I'll just put it on desktop.
Put hero. Put like, will you help us or something?
Well, I don't have the keyboard.
Oh,
I
you
have
don't?
the
No, it's
keyboard,
alright, it's
so
alright,
we
don't worry
I
about
need the keyboard. Because it wants you guys to see this.
Dude, look at this
Yeah.
ad.
Dude,
Yeah,
I didn't put that out there.
What are you playing on your free time,
One's
bro?
fit and
I'm
the
not
other one's
playing
straight
anything.
BBL
Playing
right
Boob
there.
Dude, I'm
Warriors.
just gonna save it as
Playing
that.
Boob
I think I'll
Warriors
be
on
able
his free
to.
time.
This guy's getting ready because he's gonna
he's like,
I don't know because it's just a string of numbers. So I'll,
like that's
Oh,
Sergio's.
no, no.
let's see if it actually comes up like that. It will.
Oh, it did,
will.
yes.
That's Sergio's avatar. Right
Will
there.
you help?
That's the avatar he made, probably.
That's just me. Why did it come up after we just talked about what we
man.
talked about, and then that comes up? Jesus
Oh
Christ.
man.
Oh my
They're hearing
goodness.
us. I know
All
they're
right.
hearing us.
So I would say me and Eric are probably more me, less you, because you basically had the chain and ball pretty soon. But I knew I had like lies that I would tell like chicks sometimes, like, oh, what do you do? I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm a cart pusher at Walmart.
Bro.
No, I would lie. I'd be like, oh, I'm in between jobs right now. I'm working part-time
Yeah, you're like, I work in
for
retail.
Walmart, but I wouldn't say what for. But I'm looking to get a job as a consultant for fucking Bank of
Amazon?
America.
Yeah.
Like, so make up some stupid
You
prestige
extend it.
job. Yeah. But how much of a lie if someone told you they're like a secret agent? Are they like belong to like the FBI
Bro,
or
you
CIA?
want to know what's crazy?
I mean,
Quick.
at that point, why would you even bring it up? Like, if it's an agency like that, like,
But if you were a girl, or if even let's say you met a girl and she told you this shit, and she was trying hard though, like she was reaching, you're like, man, I'm really not into her. But she was like, oh, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, I'm a secret agent, but you can't tell nobody.
at that point,
Spy Kids?
I mean,
Then
shoot,
like Spy Kids, essentially, yeah.
I'd be like,
Well, how-
even more turned off. Cause like, shoot, if I say no, then what? I'm screwed. Then probably,
Women's boyfriend. So the
Like-
boyfriend is in the FBI.
I'm screwed.
Well, no,
like,
well,
shoot,
think
he's
about it.
already some random lie
Okay,
where it's like,
FBI
oh,
is
that's
kind
it?
of weird because
gonna be
I don't see
jailed
why you have to
forever?
disclose
No.
if you're in the FBI.
All right. Woman's boyfriend claimed to be an FBI agent, but she felt something was off. I can't answer that. That would be his response most of the time. TikToker Jenna Jean shared a shocking story of how her boyfriend claimed to be an FBI agent and why she started to suspect he was lying. Like, if you didn't know at the beginning. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, Jenna's a TikToker who thought she was dating an FBI agent, only to realize that he was most likely lying about the whole thing.
Oh.
In a viral video that she logged more than 12 million views, Jenna shares the reason she began to suspect her boyfriend was misleading her, and the shocking ways in which he would use his imaginary job as an FBI agent to keep secrets from her. The video begins with Jenna sitting behind her laptop. On the screen is a slide that reads, "I dated an FBI agent for 6 months." She clicks on the next slide, which reads, "Or did I?"
Dang.
Reasons why I think my ex-boyfriend being an FBI agent. Gina starts her story. We met in a Hinge, okay? Complete strangers. Everyone else we met, he'd be very vague. Like, "I work for the government," Jenna shares. And he'd say, "How come you told me on our first date that you were an FBI agent and you can't tell other people?" And he said, "Well, I knew I could trust you."
Oh yeah. You know what he's probably doing?
I know I could trust
You
you.
know what he's probably doing? He's probably going out and playing like in like some like Smash Bros tournaments or something. And he's coming home late at night.
I knew I could.
But he's coming back from
trust
Smash
you.
Bros tournament.
He's like, "I'm a secret Smash Brothers agent."
yeah.
No, okay, let me keep going. Next, Jenna shares that her boyfriend would use his job to keep secrets from her. "If I had $1 for every time I heard, I can't answer that," Jenna says. "I would literally say, 'How was your day today?' And he'd be like, you know you can't ask me about my work."
That's so dumb. Okay, he's clearly lying. Clearly a liar.
So essentially, this fool, I could keep going, but you're gonna know it's gonna be the same shit.
Yeah, just keeps on making
He
up.
just keeps making up shit just to. Okay, here's what some viewers said. That'll sum it up what I'm talking about. One person said he's not an FBI agent, but he's definitely married. Next person, the FBI agent that doesn't have social media but does have a Hinge. Another viewer pointed, "Girls dance past every red flag available." She did.
What does he look like?
He doesn't show a picture of him. I think it's just her
'Cause he's the
explaining
FBI.
it. That's her. She's very
That's
pretty.
her?
He can't though. He's an FBI.
Yeah, he can't.
He can't disclose.
What if he's an actual FBI agent though? That'd be funny.
no,
That'd be
he's
so
not.
funny.
Shoot, that would be.
And he's like in an undercover mission for years, but he has like a girlfriend, a TikTok girlfriend for some reason.
That is
No,
so
that
retarded.
yeah,
That is the most retarded
like
thing.
if you're an
Oh,
FBI
man.
agent, why would you date somebody like a really popular TikTok, right? I'm just saying.
I'm not sure if he was aware that she was a real. Maybe he might have been.
If
Maybe that's
you're in the
what's motivating
FBI,
him.
you're supposed to like.
But the fact that he was she's very pretty.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that he was able to convince her for like 6 months. 6 months.
Dang, she knows
It takes-
how
I
to play his
mean,
cards right.
I've known people less.
Maybe he is FBI.
You just keep going back. Maybe he is FBI.
Dude, they're
That's
crazy.
a possibility.
That is a possibility.
That is so retarded, dude. I don't.
If
see
you would have
it.
said the CIA, then I would have been like,
Oh, okay,
probably.
yeah, that's that.
Probably.
Yeah, no, that's probably like 99%.
So what's more
You're a
believable?
fibber.
What's more believable? FBI, CIA, or like Secret Service? Like-
CIA.
More believable?
yeah, like if
No,
you were to
because
lie
think
about
about
I
something.
would say
No,
FBI.
No,
that would be
if
more
I were in her,
believable.
I would think about it like this.
Dang,
CIA,
CIA?
they're more involved in like stuff not in the United States, but stuff in other countries. So maybe they're undercover.
Hey,
I don't know. Maybe
I
they're
got
trying
an
to
idea.
conceal their identity.
Oh, no.
So I'm gonna let's do a little quick role
You know what I
play.
mean?
This is
Yeah, I
how,
get you. Yeah, that.
This is how
yeah.
I would do it. If,
I see your
all right,
perspective.
who wants to play the girl? Because I have to be the guy in this one.
Oh my.
And one of you has to be the server.
I've been a girl before.
Oh, you play.
You be the girl. You have the longest hair out of all of us.
No, we're not going
Yes.
by hair length. I got it.
I make a terrible girl.
You do, because you automatically go to like a deep, like, ooh.
You see, I told you.
Okay, so you don't have to do the girl voice, but you just have to be.
I'll
the girl.
try. I'll try. Go.
So
I'll try. Go.
Okay, and then you be the server, and so it starts off with you.
Are you guys at dinner?
I would imagine so, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
Right?
at dinner?
Yeah. It would have
So,
to be.
so
'cause why
but
would
you're
you
gonna
have
come in
coffee?
after
You can't-
I spill the guts, and you'll know when I spill the guts. You know when I spill the guts. And then, but you got to bring it up. You got to be like, did I just hear you said you're a so and so agent and work in this type of division? Be like, no, what you talking about?
Wait, what?
So
Wait,
you
how
gotta-
do I hear that?
So you just because you were walking up, so you just walking up, and you be like, hey, you guys ready to order drinks?
You guys are talking.
So yeah, 'cause we're talking, but you
order
have to pretend like you're walking up, so you just kind of like you could do whatever. So me and you were on the date. Obviously, you need a drink here. Oh, no, you don't. Just pretend to drink, right? So
I'll be over here. I'll be
no,
like
you
this.
just brought us our drinks. So
No,
just bring us
like
a drink.
this.
Oh
Like
shoot!
this.
Here we go.
I'll be right
Okay,
here.
okay.
Be like this.
All right, let's start it.
Oh, instigate.
So So are you ready?
ahead,
Cheers. You have to wait. You'll know the cue.
No, I won't.
Yeah, you will. Delicious. So I just gave you a little bit about my past and my history, and I know about you and your past history. Is there anything you like? This has been a very good first date. Is there anything like you want to ask me? Because I know, like I think the only thing we haven't asked each other is about our jobs. Like, what do you do? What do you do for work?
Well, like I mentioned, you know.
Sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm trying to hold it. Go ahead. You did a good one. That was good. That was amazing.
Well, you know, I'm a TikToker.
Oh, you're a TikToker. Oh, okay. I like that. Are you curious about like what I do for work?
Yeah.
But just be careful if you ask me. Cause I might have to kill you if I tell you.
What?
Go ahead. ask.
Now I am curious. What do you do?
Alright, I gotta say this under my breath, but I work for the FBI.
Hey, bro.
Hey.
Did I just hear you're working for the FBI, man?
What? No.
I know I'm supposed to be bringing your lobster right now, but
No, he said something about X-Files.
Pop a squat
That's
with
why
you
I
guys.
said
Tell me about
Pop a
this.
squat. No.
Tell me
can
about
you-
this FBI business.
You know
man.
what? Can I get a just real quick?
Listen, man, I'm the manager. Just
No, but can I just have a? I'm just.
you want a refill?
Can I get a refill just real quick? Could you
I
just
got
please
you.
give me a
I
refill?
got you.
Give me a refill.
I got you. I'll take this.
And he leaves. Yeah, before he comes back, I work on the X-Files for the FBI. I gotta keep it
X-Files.
X-Files. Yeah, you got it, cause he's coming back. He's coming back.
Like the TV show?
He's coming back. Shh. No.
Unfortunately, we're out of that whiskey you wanted.
Hey,
Gin and tonic.
hey, I don't know. What did you hear earlier?
Something about FBI or something like that, man.
Hey, you know,
I think you should.
here's a $100 bill. Can you just make sure you leave us alone for the rest of the night? I don't know.
All right, man. But you gotta tell me more about that
Hey,
FBI
hey,
stuff, man.
Hey, dude. Come on, dude.
Yeah, tell me more about
No,
that.
hey, dude. Please.
All right.
Come on. And then he
I'll
leaves.
go. I'll go.
I'm like, see, that's why I gotta keep it secret, because people are always listening. They're always listening. I work on the X-Files. Alien shit. So, let's say I do that. Let's say I do
how it
that.
goes.
Would you believe it? Like, you know what I
I
mean? Like,
would not
even
believe
if I
it.
paid
At
him like,
that
to
point,
be a part
I'd
of
be
it, like just to fake it.
So many things running through. I wouldn't believe it. I know
That's literally that's the way I would play it off. I would have someone fake acting like they heard us.
No,
I
like-
would be like, that's why I gotta not say anything.
Some other guy in a black suit like drops an envelope off or something.
That's dude. I would plan that too. I would go the full 9 yards, especially if I was young, dumb, and just like I want to get this chick tonight. No, I'm kidding.
I want to
kidding.
throw it out there that, I make a damn good sounding girl, especially TikToker,
Oh, dude.
influencer.
You did great. Dude, what's funny is that I like the unit break character. Like you first did it, you were like, oh, this is too much, but you stuck with it. That was funny. But literally, that's the way I don't think
I have a
there's-
deep manly voice.
But how do you play off? What happened? Was that the dog?
No, it just keeps coming. This
Oh,
way.
it's the wind. That's a good sign to see like we gotta cut it. No, but I'm saying I couldn't play off faking being an FBI agent.
I probably could.
I couldn't. I
Probably
mean,
could. But I would do it
mean,
better than this guy. This guy sucks.
Like,
I
how
mean,
would you keep up
Okay,
the
so
lie, though?
okay, my point.
Just be
what,
less
6 months?
vague with my answers.
Right? 6 months or how many?
6
Eight?
months
Eight?
before she
Oh,
figured she put it together.
Okay, so like, that I don't. I mean,
Maybe not. Maybe I'd suck. I
how
don't know.
convincing did he sound? Is what is going through my head right
That's
now.
true.
Like, how convincing was he to
Where's
where?
his gun?
6 months. 6 months of convincing. That's for sure.
He's FBI. He should have a gun.
Well, I mean, if he did bring up like, hey, I can't
that'd
talk
be a
about
good-
it, but yes, maybe he brought it up as, oh, I work for
Where's
a
his
government
badge?
agency,
Where's
or
his
I work for
badge?
the government.
I don't know, man.
That would be true. Where's his badge? What agency?
his gun?
That's
Badge
exactly
and
what I
gun?
was saying. Is that's why do you think I was like, oh,
That's like the
I work
main
for
thing you
X-Files.
get when you work for that type of, like a badge and a gun. That's what you get.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
you would
You
have
do get
to,
a badge
yeah,
and a gun.
You would have.
But she was not smart enough to ask to see the badge or the gun.
I guess.
He must have been.
Because
But
she's
like,
good
you know, I
looking or
can't
something.
show you.
Must have been good looking.
You know I
'cause
have it, I
she
just
was
can't
obviously
show you that.
attracted to him.
Yeah. Guess
Do you
so.
think he had the looks? Remember that
Bro,
story we did
yeah.
in the past?
No,
where
yeah.
that
I'm
chick was
assuming he did.
catfish?
Yeah. I'm
So-
assuming.
You can watch
that's
the
her.
video.
'Cause that's her.
That's her again.
Dang, that's her again. Hey, I like that.
Wait,
one.
which? Oh, this one. Huh?
You just gotta go back to it.
Yeah, it was that one. Yep.
You didn't know. Yeah.
Wait, oh, you want me to go back? I'm sorry.
No,
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 that's
no,
the
no.
first
Yeah,
one. That's
that,
the
no.
first one.
Like I was wondering which one it was, but I was like,
This one?
because they
No,
both.
it's the other one.
Yeah.
No, you keep that one. That's
That
the
one.
one. You gotta watch it. You gotta hit you have to hit the sound thing first, and then hit play.
Probably
I might have
right
to.
now. No, you'll probably hear it here.
No, they'll 100% hear it. It's not playing.
I dated an FBI agent for 6
Or,
months.
or
Or did I? Reasons why I think my ex-boyfriend lied to me about being
Did I just ruin it?
I'm just saying right off the bat.
an FBI agent.
Just I've seen
Did she say
TikToks like that.
ex-boyfriend?
First date.
Obviously,
We met
that's it.
on Hinge, okay? Complete strangers. Within the
That
first
seems
5
like
minutes, he tells me he's an FBI agent. I remember because I said
she might be lying.
Cody Banks, and then I asked him to compare it to Spy Kids. the
She's a-
movie.
she's a
Then
TikToker,
everyone else
dude.
we met, he'd be very vague.
Who
like,
knows if
"I work
this is
for
true?"
The government or the federal bureau.
This is 2 minutes?
And I said, how come you told me on our first
Bro.
date that you were an FBI
Yeah.
agent and you can't tell other people? And he said, well, I knew I could trust you. And I said, oh, really? Within the first 5 minutes of a Hinge date? It really is
Yeah.
the perfect alibi. If I had $1 for every time I heard, I can't answer that, I would literally say, how was your day today? And he'd be like, I know you can't ask me about my work. And I wouldn't question it, because
Pretty
I'm like,
accurate
yeah,
about the
you can't
transition.
ask Agent Cody Banks about his day. It's a secret! Which is why it made sense that he lived a very secretive life, okay? No social media, not even a LinkedIn profile, besties. No friends. This was my favorite. He'd say, I really want you to meet them, but they're on a special mission right now, so they're not here. Number 3,
They're on a special
no
mission?
real
Wow.
information about him. He told me he grew up on a ranch in Colorado, so I would call him my cowboy. Then we went to Colorado, and I said, oh, which one was your elementary school? Oh, I went to elementary school in New Jersey.
Oh.
What's a cowboy doing in New Jersey? The stories weren't adding up. Here's my personal favorite. The FBI told me you were texting your ex, something he told me, with a detailed description of how in the hell the FBI had that information on me. Later, come to find out, my roommate saw him going through my computer and my text messages, which might have been the most investigative work he really had ever done. About halfway through our relationship, he tells me he needs to go to Washington, D.C. to go to the FBI Academy and do training. I said, how are you already an FBI agent without training? And he said, well, it was a COVID exception. You can blame anything on COVID these days. He said the academy was closed and they needed agents, so they allowed agents to act as agents without training. But now that restrictions have lifted, I need to go to DC and get my training. So, training time. Or is it? He leaves for training. It's a 6-month course. He says, I'll go for 3 months, then I will move there and be with him for the last 3 months of his course. Well, guess what? We actually broke up. And 3 months into his course, I get an incriminating phone call. And this is the phone call where I finally realize this man has been lying about being an FBI agent. So please stay tuned for part 2.
I don't need to
No,
listen to part 2.
dude.
There is
Yeah,
no part 2.
this seems fake, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Reasons why I think
I'll tell you why. Because she's
Wow.
like, stay tuned for part 2 for more views, bro. I mean, it could be a real story, but it just seems
Are
fake.
you
to me.
walking off like I did?
No, I'm gonna go this way.
the reason for part 2 is because they only are allotted like what 3 minutes tops or something like
Yeah,
that.
TikTok is limited views. It could, like I said, I'm just bringing it up as I was told it was true.
Dang. You know, I'm gonna look into it.
Like, why do
What
we
is
gotta
it,
stay
Jenna
tuned
Jean?
for part 2? What is
I'm
that?
Jenna-
not staying
what,
tuned. It's just
Jenna Jean?
either way.
I'll look into it.
All I heard is that she's.
I'll look into it.
She's stupid. She said dumb. She's pretty. How pretty chicks
Let
are
me see.
dumb.
Jen.
I don't know.
No, wait.
They're so dumb
Jenna
and full of.
Jean. Is that her name? Jenna Jean? Jean. Yeah, Jenna Jean 8. Right? Did I spell it right?
I don't know.
Jenna. Yeah, I did. Oh, don't tell me you have to put that at.
No, you probably do.
They didn't pop up, that's why. Well, it's kind of slow right now.
But anyways, dude, we probably ended up cutting all this.
16
Well, we'll
minutes.
start it right here.
Yeah.
but,
Oh, yeah, it is right here.
We just watched the video, and it seems to think it's fake.
I think it's fake. I think on it, but I think a lot of videos on the internet are fake. Because
True.
it's very easy to fake stuff now.
It's true. It is.
Very-
From that video, believe it or not, 1.6 million.
God damn.
Views.
So she got the
The
publicity off of it.
follow-up was 339.
Damn. So she got the follow up. That's for sure. I'm not saying fake. Whether he thinks it's real or fake, I think
Agent Cody
either way,
Banks.
if you're this dumb to be fooled by that, like, I don't know what to say because we obviously don't think it's like if you were a guy and a girl was telling you this, I wouldn't believe it at all. But I can see a girl believing it from a guy. That's all I'm saying.
So it could be real.
Could be. Probably a lie.
Yeah, I think this is fake.
I'm coming back to the whole, you know, his looks. He must have been attracted because she didn't mind. She took it.
She
Where it's
believed
like,
it.
Yeah, like
She was like, yeah.
for 6 months.
To put it, yeah, he had to been a good-looking dude. Good-looking dude. That or gifted. We've had this conversation.
Yeah,
We've had this conversation.
Dude.
But yeah, dude. She got
Got duped.
got duped. It's weird is that there's more and more stories of women getting duped.
Yeah,
Because back in the day, it was more like guys getting duped. I mean, still.
yeah, still.
I mean, fucking, what is it, 30 Day Fiancé or whatever? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I still.
What are you doing?
Oh, look.
Falling for FBI agents. Haven't you seen True Lies?
See, look, this guy's a truther. This guy's telling the truth.
My dad was an FBI agent for 30 years. I also had friends whose parents were agents as well. It wasn't a big secret. My dad would come to my high school government class every year, and I was in high school, and to talk to classes about FBI and what he did. He was on a bank squad, drug squad, white collar crime, and last assignment was media coordinator. Sure, agents aren't allowed to talk about investigations they're working on, but they do not have to be secretive about work for the FBI unless they are working undercover.
That's what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. There's no reason, like, if you're coming home, like, you're not being undercover.
Yeah,
if you're coming home.
but
you
if
know?
you're just a chick off the streets, you think FBI, you think, oh, James Bond.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even think this is real because, like, how could you even as a chick, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, I wouldn't believe this. I wouldn't believe this guy even if it was real.
She was blonde. We'll leave off on that. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, like,
We'll see you
subscribe.
later, dog.
Comment though, for reals, comment. 'Cause,
Comment. Somebody has to comment.
Yeah, there's several that, you know, the latest ones, but, you know, let us know. You know, how do we know if we're, you know, good or not? Besides the views and
I think it's going to be
likes.
yeah. Besides the views and like, it's going to be a mystery.
Let us know if you want us to talk about extraterrestrial aliens.
Ooh,
The
yeah.
next episode.
Paranormal, because we've done
Paranormal.
it. We've done it.
We should do an episode just straight on that paranormal
I have to
aliens.
start releasing the paranormal videos back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do them like
clips, little clips, like snippets, so you guys can know what we're talking about.
all that
No, I might just release.
spiritual stuff.
Hey, we should take this guy on an investigation.
Ooh, do you think?
I'll go.
Nah, he'll be a skeptic. He'll be a skeptic for sure. You know you'll be a skeptic.
Two skeptics and a true
Be like,
believer.
"What's up, demons?"
Dang, two skeptics
I'll
and
say
a
it
true
like that.
believer.
I'll say it like that. I'll be like this. "What's up, demons?"
He's gonna take what's his face's approach.
Who?
My cousin Rob.
Oh.
Remember he was like, I don't believe in you guys. Fuck you guys.
What happened?
But you guys gotta take me somewhere haunted though.
Well, all the haunted locations we knew were fucking, they tore them down.
Yeah, they're gone now.
That's how you know
You
they were
gotta take me
haunted.
to like a what do they call it? The
Hobbs Grove.
no. The Native American, you know, where they say there's like a lot of haunted activity, like the burial sites. You know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, yeah.
You're rail in the site. Oh.
What were you gonna say earlier? You said it was
Oh
sad.
yeah,
You said
I
it was
do
sad.
have sad news. Sad news.
Oh, man. Here
So
we
I'm
go.
not sure. This just came out today. It's not gonna. By the time this comes out, it'll be very
Oh,
public.
yeah, it's gonna be.
But so Jeremy Renner got in a bad
No
snowmobile
idea who that
accident.
is.
Oh,
Jeremy
yeah.
Renner,
I
Hawkeye.
seen it. Yeah, Hawkeye.
So yeah,
Oh,
Hawkeye.
that guy?
Yeah. So he got in a bad. Well, I heard he's like a bad boy party. Like
Yeah, he is, he
like
is, he
he's
is.
like. Okay, I can't speak on his behalf, but I'm just saying from what I read and from what I've seen, like it seems like Jeremy Renner really likes to party. Like
No, he
you know,
does.
he likes
yeah,
to have a good
Does he have
time.
a wife?
I'm not sure if he's married. I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
so.
know.
Do you think a
I mean, if he's
single,
partying.
a married person would be that outgoing?
Yeah. Joe Rogan. Oh no, Joe Rogan's gonna see
Joe Rogan. No, Joe Rogan spends all his days in his studio. He spends like 6 hours in his studio.
Yeah.
Then he spends the other half
Keanu
doing
Reeves.
comedy and
He's,
working
he's
out.
not married. He's single.
No, Keanu Reeves is married. He's married to an older lady. She's older than him.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
He's not married.
Mhm.
I thought his wife
Yeah.
died.
Unless it happened recently.
No, his wife. No, he's not married. I swear.
I thought he was.
We're gonna have to research that.
I'm pretty sure.
We'll get back to you.
We'll get back to you on
Yeah.
Keanu. No, but Jeremy Renner, so he got in a bad snowmobile accident. And his leg is so fucked up. Like, he has so many fractures and contusions or whatever
That
the
sucks.
fuck they were talking about. That his leg is so messed up. They're thinking about amputating it.
Oh no.
If it doesn't heal properly, there could
Well,
be...
I heard he got back-to-back surgeries, like
No.
something about chest or something like that.
Yeah, well, he got fucked up, dude. Dude, I heard it was not like oh, like a light accident. No, it was like he messed himself up pretty good.
Kind of like what's his name in the Walmart accident with the semi truck, the comedian. I forgot his name.
Oh, you're
Martin
talking
Lawrence? No, not Martin
No,
Lawrence.
Martin.
Martin
I
Lawrence.
was like,
Jesus
what?
Christ.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
though.
remember?
Tracy Morgan.
There you
Jesus
go,
Christ.
Morgan.
I'm Martin Lawrence. Oh, yeah.
Close.
Tracy
Yeah.
Morgan.
Martin Morgan. Yeah.
Yeah, he talks about it too.
Kind of like that. Dang.
Yeah,
that
dude.
sucks.
Tracy Morgan.
I didn't know
is
about the
freaking
leg
hilarious.
thing, but I did know he had like a couple surgeries, like back-to-back surgeries.
So that's what they're talking about. That the surgeries he already had, if they don't heal correctly or fast, like they have to basically, his healing has to, like everything has to go perfectly.
Damn,
and they're
that's
saying
gonna
like the odds are like
Delay.
the odds aren't like
A
80-20.
lot of things.
No, it's like I think the odds might be like 60-40. So it's like if everything goes right, you can keep your leg. Even then, you're gonna be. He basically he ain't gonna walk the same again.
No, he ain't.
He's gonna have that pimp limp, bro.
Yeah, he is for sure.
Come on, he's
shoulder
like,
lean?
no.
That sucks.
Shoulder lean? Yeah, it is. Dang, I didn't know about the leg.
Hurting,
thing.
dude.
You said that was recent, so that was today. then.
Literally today, I read the article. I didn't like bring it up, but
That sucks for Marvel, like his career.
Well, supposedly they were gonna-
career in general.
they were
Like, he
gonna
doesn't-
replace him as Hawkeye with that one chick. But I don't know. Well, now they're gonna.
Well, I
have
thought
to.
Yeah,
I
they're
thought
gonna
he
have to.
wanted to keep doing.
Oh, he
like
wants
like
to.
he wants to keep doing like the Marvel, like you know how everybody like basically Iron Man, what's the guy, Robert Downey Jr. and
I've been hearing a lot
what's the
about
name?
that.
The thing is, they
too.
do want to come back, but Marvel always wants them to commit to like long contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So like, oh, you have to commit for the next 3 years. And so what happens is when they commit to a contract, they could be like, oh, I want to shoot this other thing. Marvel can be like, no, you can't because you have to be here. And they might not even be doing anything all day. It might just be in there for like 15 minutes worth of shoot, but it takes them like 2-3 hours to prepare. And they have to be there. Like they have to because it's in the contract.
Yeah, it's on contract.
So, and then a lot of times actors, they'd rather act.
and
than-
because Marvel's so big, and it's like, oh, they ain't gonna rip that contract up and be like,
No.
nope.
So there's always negotiations, always, especially with Marvel, because like they throw so much money at those actors.
Yup.
It's like it's hard to say no. It's so hard to say no. But I mean, Roberts, he made so much money, bro.
Oof, yeah.
He's it's ridiculous how much money he's made off of it.
Yep.
I mean, he ain't fucking no. What's his face? From Tesla, Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah,
He
but-
has money.
No, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. But anywho, so yeah, dude, Jeremy Renner and his
Yeah,
busted
that's
leg
crazy.
might get chopped up, and we have way too much rain.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, we need it.
But
It's
apparently-
California, especially.
It happens in California, where we get this stint of like just constant rain like this, but then like we'll get like 5 years of just
Drought.
Straight drought.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, that's our curse. It either rains too much or it rains too little.
This isn't even too much. I feel like it just
It's just
for us
like-
it's a lot. But I feel like other like does it rain this much other places? I feel like it does. I feel like it rains every day and like
If you go to
Oh,
Oregon,
yeah.
I remember when
Oh,
I was
yeah.
in Oregon, it rained quite a bit when I visited my
Yeah,
uncle.
it
It would
rains
rain.
crazy up there. That and snow. Like
Snow,
towards
there were
up
snow
north.
warnings.
Up north.
There were. I can't believe, dude. Cities would trip me out. There's like cities that are flooded, like flooded. I'm like, wow. Have you seen the pictures?
I seen that. But did you hear the one about that little kid? I think it was up north, or maybe towards the coast. Yeah, they I guess it was like a suburban or something. Like got stuck through. It was like a river or something. I don't remember how, but They got stuck. The mom unbuckled, and then boom, because it was like a stream, and then boom, the I don't know if it was, like I said, it was a river or what they got stuck in, or it was that flooded that it was just constant like current, and it just they swept them.
So the mom made it out and the kids didn't?
No, while she was taking him out, and once it was a strong current, so once she like unbuckled, like he didn't grab onto anything. It's just boom, took him. He was like 5 or 6.
That sucks.
And
God
gone.
damn.
That sucks. Like at that point, it's like, dang, all remorse. It's like you just relive it in your head, and
Well, yeah, dude, that's like no, that is gonna haunt. I hate to say that's gonna haunt that
for
lady.
sure, yeah.
That is a bad last memory of your childhood. Like
No, literally, that's how bad it was.
Have you ever? So there's this psychological, I would say to see if like you're like psychologically up to date, like in like what your way of thinking. So let's say you're in the same situation. You're like in a river and you have 2 kids in your hand, and you guys like are someone you can only save one. You have to let go of one. You have basically like an infant and one that's older, like 5 or 6. And so there's like a psychological question, like which child do you let go? Ooh. And there's actually there's psychological reasoning behind it. But remember, only one child can be saved. I know you're gonna be like, no, but I would do this to save both of them. No. One of them has to be saved.
One of them has to be saved.
Who
the
do
other
you
one,
save?
And the other one, like what? They die or
their chances of surviving is 50-50.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. So you have 2 kids, basically an infant and like a 5-6-year-old.
But I would say infant.
Yeah.
No, because I've seen infants, so I would say the other one.
No.
Yeah, infants are known. Yeah, I wouldn't do the infant.
Would you do the infant or the older one?
Because how old is he? Like not even a year, right?
Yeah, it's a baby.
Yeah, it doesn't even know. So it's just like the other one has memories already.
No.
It's like.
And I know because I've seen it. They passed it like on the news and stuff.
Well, I don't know.
They have like a sixth sense where like they float. They naturally go up and they could float.
So depending on what your answer is actually you guys gave a perfect example because you said you would keep the young one, let go of the older one.
Yeah.
That is an answer, and that is psychologically sound. And then you have the right opposite answer, which is you would let go of the infant and hold on to the other child. Because you have to remember, in this situation, the child that's being let go has a 50-50 chance. So in your scenario, you're right. Because you're assuming that the older child he's probably had swim lessons. He's gone through something to where he might be able to survive. So that's the idea. No,
I said the infant.
You would let go of the infant too?
No, I would say the infant and not the other one.
So you hold on to the older child?
Because I've read a research where they said infants have like that sixth sense where it's like
they learn how to stay afloat.
Yeah, they stay afloat. That's why I said
okay, that's one way to look at it. Okay, but never mind. So you did go. Both of you went with infant.
Yeah.
So the correct answer, supposedly for scientists, or for psychologists, would be to let go of the older child because he's more likely to have gone through some sort of experience, to where he would have some sort of swimming lessons. But the odds for the baby, because I'm talking, this is a river, not just like a pool.
Oh,
so that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
so the idea,
that's where I didn't see it.
See, the idea is.
Then I would go infant route.
Well, the idea behind the people who let go of the infant would be that the odds 50-50. Because they were like, well, the current, it's a storm. Like, the odds are that whichever child I let go of, they're gonna die. So I would let go of the infant because, kind of like what you were saying, like, well, he's not gonna really know, like, and that's where they come. That's why people who had that idea were like the same thing. Were like, well, the child's not gonna be aware because it hasn't, because babies really don't form memories. Like, and it doesn't matter who you are. You can't reproduce memories from like 1 or 2 years old. It's so, when someone tells you they have a memory from they were like 1 year old or like infant, they're lying to you. It's very, literally.
That'd be funny.
How would you?
Well, I mean, unless you, get into the whole freaking paranormal and all that stuff where they past life and all that other stuff, then okay, maybe yeah. But yeah, to a point where it's like, yeah, they would not know. Like
they wouldn't know. They wouldn't know. So that
I don't even know up until I think I was 5. Like, yeah, it was like preschool. Yeah, I remember that. They said that was like 5.
See, even psychologists say the most important are when their brains start functioning, the ability to retain memories. So that's why like babies don't remember being smacked in the ass when they're born. Do you remember? I don't remember being smacked in the ass when I was born.
No.
That's what I'm saying. And so you start developing the ability to retain memories between 2 and 4 years old. That's why a lot of times they don't like diagnosing kids between 2 and 4 because they're like, has this person really developed the ability to retain memories, or are they just reacting to the environment and not really taking it in?
Yeah.
So there's a certain age when their bodies are in development and they start. Like memories start, like they start absorbing memories. So that's why a lot of times they're like, yeah, we don't really want to diagnose kids until like 4 or 5. So yeah, that's why they're saying the most important years are between like 2 and 6 and 2 and 7, because that's when you're like developing memories.
So I do remember. I think it was like 4 or 5 at the time, preschool.
Yeah.
And I remember that because to this day, like even my parents said, "Do you remember this?" I was like, "Yeah," because I was attached to my parents, and which was funny. And I'll bring it up. Even my wife knows it that. We went to the same preschool. It was right there off of Del Rey, like outskirts of Del Rey.
I think we passed by it before. It's on Bethel?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. And I remember it so it was to this day I remember it running right after they dropped me off. My mom left, and I went running after, and I went straight to like there was a house right next to that. It's a church now, but it was a preschool at the time. And I remember running to them and like knocking at the door. Hey, where's my mom? And then they called the facility. Hey, are you guys missing a child? Because, you know, I'm assuming he's from there because, you know, they
it's
so
right
close.
across the street, yeah.
Like, yeah, where is he? He's like right here. I was like, oh shoot.
Dang, instead of waiting, you're like,
Yeah, I
better go to this
remember
person's house
that.
and
Yeah,
ask
I
him.
remember that.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
funny.
and
they bring it up all the time. Like,
that's
oh,
what I'm saying is that three is about that age where you start remembering shit. Because to be honest, like one of my youngest memories is like when before they started building houses, and my mom was like, "Yeah, we moved here when you were like 4 or 5," and I remember playing because they weren't built yet. Like these
right
houses on this side of the block were all built, but all the other ones hadn't been built.
Oh,
and I remember going into the houses like before they had finished everything up, like before they put up. Even when they did, I remember I would go in there and be like amazed, like because there was nobody living in there. And then when the construction guys would leave, like after 5 o'clock, I'd be like, "Oh shit, they're all gone," and I'd go in there and like
mess
just
around?
mess around through the fucking like you just start moving shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was it's a trip how you remember shit. I don't even know how we got to this point.
No,
in
it
the
was because
conversation.
you're saying
we're talking about
the kid that got
Oh, yeah,
swept,
yeah,
and
we
then
got
you
swept.
brought up the thing. I was, man, that's my worst fear. I don't know what.
Because
Like,
that literally that lady went, well, not really, because she didn't have a choice to say one or the other.
yeah,
She
it was just that one. Where that's how bad it was. Like, I mean, at the time you're panicking. You know, your car was swept. It stopped because it hit something, and you're trying to escape, and everything's just fast. Like it happened so fast, and then just boom, right when she let. I guess the kid didn't hold on, or like you're not thinking, you're just thinking, "Oh, get my kid out," and that's it.
Well, you never,
Boom.
I don't think you ever, I don't think it's, for most people, I don't think you ever have a conversation where your kid's like, all right, so this is what happens if we ever get stuck in a flood. I don't think I've ever had that conversation
Yeah,
with
well,
anybody.
here, right here, you don't see that, like rivers or lakes or anything like that.
no.
Like,
So
unless you go up to like the mountains.
Unless you live behind a river.
Yeah.
Or a canal. Right here, it's all canals.
But if not, that conversation never comes up. Like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure all those towns that are flooded,
Oh.
they've never had a conversation.
Yep.
Hey, we should talk about an emergency plan just in case the whole thing floods. Like
Yeah.
the water's up to our necks.
if anything, fire that
Fire or
yeah.
earthquakes.
Yeah,
earthquakes. But
but no
floods.
No
that's,
floods.
That's
yeah,
new to
rare.
us.
Yep.
I mean, rock slides. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Floods.
I've seen a lot of those like on social
Up in the
media.
mountains. That was big
Ooh.
in LA. They would just report after report after report. Oh, what's up for rock slides?
Oh,
Even one where they boom, like
the sorry, this is like off topic, but it's about a movie. You guys know? Well, you know M. Night Shyamalan. You do too,
Yeah,
right?
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, you saw that new movie he's gonna make?
Which one?
You haven't seen the trailer for it? Oh my god, it looks so good.
What is it called?
It's called Knock at the Cabin.
oh yeah.
Yeah, dude,
I've seen
it
that one.
looks so
oh
good.
yeah, I
it looks so
forgot.
good, dude.
What does it look like
It's
it's
gonna
about?
be a good one.
You just gotta watch the trailer.
Yeah, you gotta
just
watch
gotta
it.
watch
It's
the trailer.
good. It's good.
It comes out in February.
It better not be like the Lady in Water, bro. Where like because remember the Lady in Water?
Yeah.
It's like the trailer was really good, but
It
then
was.
they
It was
came out-
good. Yeah. Well, that was another approach to his that's how I took it.
I honestly
'Cause
think this is gonna be a good movie.
Sixth
I think this
Sense and like
I liked
the
his other
ones,
one, Old. Did you guys watch Old?
Split.
Old was really
Old,
good.
that was
I like
good.
Old.
Yeah, that one was good.
Old was
That
good.
one was a straight
Yeah.
twist towards the end. I was like,
Yeah, that was
what?
crazy. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
a
that
good
was
one.
a good film right
No,
there.
but I think my favorite movie by far by him has to be Signs. This
Nah, I would
classic.
say Split.
It's a classic. Oh,
Split.
you're right.
Yeah, that one.
That
would be
movie's
that
pretty
one.
good too.
That one.
Nah, Signs is
did
a
it.
classic
Even
though.
even
Signs is a
Signs
classic.
a classic,
oh,
man.
that,
If he without Signs, he doesn't have any of the rest of these movies.
yeah. No, I would say Split and the one before that one.
Oh, Mr. No, it went. No, what it went? It went with the one with Bruce Willis. I forget what it's called.
Unbreakable?
Unbreakable. Then
No,
it
no,
went,
before that, it was Sixth Sense.
No, Split Sixth Sense has nothing to do with
Yeah,
Unbreakable. They're
yeah.
completely two different movies.
No, but I'm saying he did.
Oh yeah, he did that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
did
jumped
that
on
one.
M Night Shyamalan's. Quick, dude. That's why Bruce Willis did back-to-back movies with them
Oh yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
successful. No, but yeah, literally it goes
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable,
And then it's the second one.
Split, and then Mr. Glass.
Yeah.
I think all three were like together
Good.
are good. Like
Yeah.
that's a good
You have
way
to watch it.
Mr. Glass is kind of weird. Like the way he did it, like he wanted to be a comic book. Like he was, like he knew that he, like it was weird. Like
But
he
I
wanted
like
to be
how
a
at the
comic
end of
book
it-
superhero
Yeah.
or a villain.
No,
But,
but-
he already was the villain. Like it was weird, so weird.
Yeah.
No, I don't even think that was like the thing of the movie. What I liked about that movie was the ending when like they showed the secret society trying to keep like people like basically
Yeah.
like you can't let people know that there are people with superpowers out there. Like we can't let this get out. Like we have to keep it a secret within
Oh,
our
at the
society.
end?
Yeah, we have to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it look
yeah.
like they were just crazies. Like that's when I was like, oh, that's so dope.
Yeah.
Because if that was real life, that's exactly what would happen.
Yep.
They would do, dude.
They would. Well, even now you see it, like the whole alien, the conspiracies, and all that other stuff.
Dude.
How everything's like surfacing now, where it's like, oh,
Yeah, but it's not like actual. All they say is, I think they say otherworldly, like not vehicles flying out.
Yeah, they gave it. They went from calling it a UFO to something else.
They don't say like, oh, there are alien life.
Is it
forms.
what
Like,
is
they
it?
don't say anything.
UAV, unidentified aerial
Or
phenomenon.
UFA
Unidentified aerial
UFA
phenomenon.
or something. UFO.
Well, they
or-
went
I
from
don't know.
unidentified flying object because it made it seem like it was like an object.
Yeah.
But now they're going from like unidentified shit. What did I say? Unidentified something phenomena.
yeah.
You. Man, I'm gonna have to rewind it. I'm just gonna and then I'll say it. So it's that. So
Yeah,
so they basically changed it to phenomena, unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it is. UAP.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what it
but
is.
yeah. I know,
That-
yeah,
that
you're
sounds
right.
I'm
about right.
probably.
That
But
sounds
anyways,
about right,
they
man.
basically changed the wording to make it seem like it's not a spacecraft. Like, oh, it could just be like ball
Anything,
lightning.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Ball lightning.
Or
Have you seen ball
whatever.
lightning? It's crazy.
Never.
Never.
What?
I've seen videos
No,
of ball
yeah,
lightning,
videos, yeah,
but I've
the
never seen it
videos.
in person.
Wait. What?
Ball lightning. So,
Ball lightning?
so there's this.
I haven't
It's
heard
it's
of it.
real.
In certain because there's two different forms of lightning. One is the most common, where it comes from the sky and crackles down. Whoosh. But there's also lightning that goes from the ground up to the sky.
It's crazy. It's like a ball.
So no, that's a different one. But when the conditions are right, like lightning comes from both ends towards either low orbit on Earth, like not at a high sometimes they're high in altitude, but mostly they're lower in orbit. And so it's kind of like the lightning comes from both the top and the bottom, and they meet in the middle, and the electricity basically generated perfect enough to create a spear of lightning, and it just travels
Yeah.
like above the ground, and it just like, and then it'll every now and then it'll crackle, and then sometimes it'll like
I
it'll
haven't
kind of
seen
like
that.
fade away or
but
something.
not for that long. It'll
Yeah.
I
it'll
haven't
go
seen
away.
that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It does happen. So that's why
That's my first time.
ball lightning. Yeah, it's dude, lightning is crazy. Like it's really hard to explain, cause it's you know how like they nuclear fusion, it's like smashing two atoms together.
Yeah.
It's almost like the same thing. Like there's like a special condition that's super rare, but it happens all the time. To where like if the conditions are just right,
And
like
then it creates that.
yeah, it creates lightning. But it's hard to explain how lightning comes from the earth and then goes up. That is to me, it's like I've heard them talk about how
I've heard that.
and I'm like,
Yeah, I've heard that.
I don't believe that shit. Like you gotta, they say like a bunch of fancy words, and you're like, nah, homeboy, how does it go from the earth to the sky? Like it's supposed to be the other way
Yeah.
around. But yeah, dude, scary.
Dang.
Dude, that is actually linked. There's a theory. Dang, we're just not even gonna go through these stories, huh? There's this theory that the ancient pyramids and all those the
The
megalithic
ones in
structures.
Africa.
Yeah.
The ones in Africa.
Yeah, at one point they were built because they were there were worldwide mega storms that were just like lightning and thunder, like, and they would last hours and hours. And that the reason they built these mega structures is because they were like, yeah, they're big enough to house like however many thousands or hundreds of people. And so that's what they had, like the littler ones and all that shit.
Yeah.
So, some of them were huge.
Yeah.
So the huge one housed all the important people, and all the little one housed like the fucking farmers and shit.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
so. There's like so many conspiracies on
Yeah, I
those
was about to say
pyramids.
like
There's so
how they
many,
were
man.
built. Oh man, you could go for days.
I mean, yeah. Apparently, you know that statue that's there with like the head.
The
And it's
lion
like-
head.
oh,
Yeah.
the
So
The
there's
lion body,
sphinx.
human head, the
So,
sphinx.
so they're saying that could have been there before the ancient Egyptians, and they're saying they just like all they did was carve it. They just carved the head out.
Yeah, they basically changed the head. So like every person who,
Oh yeah.
so it is almost unanimous amongst most people that the Egyptians did not build the pyramids. They just took over and were like the most popular people. It's like the popular kid takes over school. Like, oh, remember '94 when David was fucking there?
80,
like,
81.
Yeah, it's like, remember the Egyptians who were there from
Class
like,
of '81.
yeah,
You
remember the Egyptians were in Egypt? They just did some crazy shit. Like, so the whole idea is, and if you look at the structures, the biggest evidence is if you look at how pristine the structures are, but then you look at the Egyptian writing, it almost looks like they're not. Egyptian writing is not pristine. Like the ones that when the Egyptians were there, it looks like someone just graffitied on that shit. So there's like scholars who take a look at how the rest of these structures were built, and how pristine the art is, and how pristine everything else. And then when the Egyptians were there, who supposedly built them, look at what they carved into the fucking thing. Why does it look like that's ghetto? And that's fucking pristine. Like that's like
Yeah,
some Leonardo da
that's-
Vinci
yeah,
shit.
immaculate
And so
work
they're
right
like saying,
there.
you're telling me the modern day Egyptians built this? Well, why couldn't they write like they did before, like all pristine and all
Yeah.
nice and crisp? And they were like, oh, because literally they just tagged their own shit. Like they tagged their own things on the wall. They were like,
kind of
oh,
like as your typical tiger here. It's like boom, they go over
They-
other people's work, and it's like, oh shoot, like that one's.
They also used to be like really like how they if you look up the pictures are like because they're so old they're like destroyed basically. You know what I'm talking about, like the pyramids.
Yeah.
Apparently they used to be smooth.
oh yeah, they had
Like they were smooth.
there was a I forget what it was.
Also, it didn't have steps.
No.
like
no,
you see
it didn't
now?
have.
It
No,
was
no.
just
It was
straight?
smooth. It was
like granite or something, or like a certain thing on it.
No, it was like
what was originally
kind of-
on
it was like
ancient
pearl
Egyptian
almost.
pyramids?
It's like a white, I think.
What?
According to Wikipedia, the Egyptian pyramids are ancient masonry structures located in Egypt. Sources cite at least
Egypt.
118
Oh, be quiet.
identified Egyptian
I
pyramids.
love her
She's
finish.
interrupting you, dude.
The pyramids of Giza were once covered in a white casing made
Yeah.
of glimmering limestone,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
was so
nice.
polished that it would reflect the sun's rays. So it was covered in this limestone. They were saying that they were finding like there's all these vases that supposedly they were used for electricity. So supposedly like the original build of the Egyptians, like the way they were structured, like the spacing, that's why they were aligned like the stars and all that. Somehow they produced like a natural field of frequencies that could charge. You know how they have that thing where you could put your phone on top of?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
you just
yeah,
put it
yeah.
on top of them and it charges?
Yeah.
Same idea. So because the pyramids were built within each other, if you had things that were electronically charged, like these vases that they had, it
Oh,
would
I've
just
heard
get
that,
charged
yeah.
by whatever what was emitted, which makes sense. I mean, but the thing is, like, if we're going by that, that means that we're going basically that we're actually like living in medieval times.
So
That
then they would have.
So they would have sophisticated technology that we don't have nowadays. Like we think that our iPhones and our Androids are sophisticated. No, what they had back in the day, they didn't share it. They didn't pass it down. Do you remember yesterday? Back in the days. I didn't ever
Wait,
say yesterday. Remember yesterday with the Egyptians? No, I'm kidding. No, back in the days, tribes were very like, they didn't like to share knowledge. Chinese are infamous for this. Japanese infamous for this.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like, nah. No, we don't give you no way samurai.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
not
say, like,
study
the
karate.
katana.
Like they
The
just
katana?
actually it's not even karate, it's American. You don't study kung fu.
Yeah, kung fu.
So they were just very like restrictive with their knowledge. Like, nah, we can't tell you foreigners. We keep their secrets though. We keep secrets to the death, dog. Like that's the way they were. I swear to God, all tribes are like that. So rather than like give up the information, they'd be like, we'll just go to the grave with it. And that's the way, dude. Why do you think we don't know anything about it?
Well, what gets me is like, why would they? If it was covered and it would reflect the sun, how bright do you think it would be? 3 of them.
Right. You would need knockaround. You would need a pair of knockarounds to be next to
I
the
was about to
Egyptian
say,
period back
yeah.
in the day.
That's what I was about to say. Like, they must have had something, because, I mean, it was. I mean, to this day, it's still the sun's,
Well, that's what I'm saying is somehow
Marching.
they got it.
and it would reflect heat. I would imagine.
Well,
too.
that's what I'm saying. I think there was a way they were able to harvest that reflective energy.
But dang, that bright
But
though.
that,
Like
we don't know because
Nobody knows.
We don't know because we didn't
it's
live
such
back
a
in those
mystery.
things. Yeah.
It's there's so many conspiracies. People have all these different
Like
ideas on
theories
how
and-
they lived, and people don't even think. Like he's right. Like the Egyptians, there's a chance that they probably didn't build any of those structures. That there's a civilization before that.
There's a high probability.
Like there's a lot of evidence. But there's also evidence for like other stuff like that the Egyptians like could have built it, but you know who knows?
You know what's funny?
Who knows?
Joe Rogan, I think on one of his podcasts a long time ago that I was listening, like they were like, if they were talking about history. I think it was the one with that one guy who's in Dave Chappelle's skit. He's like the stoner guy. Tim Brewer. Is that his name? Tim Brewer. I think that's his name. Tim Brewer. Yeah, I think that's his name. Tim Brewer. That's it.
Sorry, guys. That was me.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but
Tim Brewer.
It just got cold. I mean, you cannot feel it. I mean, yeah, but
According to NASCAR Hall
Coffee.
of Fame,
Yeah, it's pretty
No,
cool.
it's somebody else. Tim Brewer, somebody else. I
Have
don't know
you-
his name.
Have you guys?
well, him, that person.
When Transformers 2 came out, did you guys go see it in theaters?
Yeah,
Do you guys remember
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Do you guys remember that part where Devastator, he's like destroying the pyramid, and inside the pyramid is like this needle, this like Transformer space
Oh,
needle,
yeah.
and like that big old alien is in it.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
I
believe
believe it. I believe it.
I believe.
Like that's
Hey,
like when I
it's
think about
true.
that, I'm like that's kind of weird. Like it's kind of funny how they try to throw the pyramids in there and try to bring it up with the Transformers. Like what if that was real? What if the
yeah.
Transformers built
Because
the pyramids?
I
man?
think the pyramids lend themselves to so many conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah.
It's so easy to tie into everything. Everything.
Yeah, the Transformers could have built it.
The mummy.
I think-
the mummy. I mean, there's just a lot of the pyramids. I don't know what's more mysterious, like the pyramids, Atlantis, like pyramids in general.
I think the
to be
pyramids is the
honest.
most
No,
intriguing.
not Egyptian pyramids. I'm talking the pyramids all over the world. Cause
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah.
China supposedly has pyramids. Like there's
Yeah.
mountains that look like they're in the shape of pyramids, and
Oh,
China's not
yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah, ain't no pyramid, it's a mountain.
Yeah,
The
they're
shape-
like
the shape of a
they're
pyramid.
like, yeah, that's a mountain right there.
And they're like, no, it looks like a pyramid. No, it's a mountain. It just looks like a pyramid. a lot like a pyramid, but it's not.
It's
like,
not.
it's like you
Don't worry
lying.
about it.
So
You go
China
back to your
supposedly, and you could see them. They're like visible. Like if you have like a satellite, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
obviously
yeah.
tell it's a fucking. But they're like, they're doing that whole thing like, nah, like nah. Wishy washy no.
It
No,
may,
no.
it may sound like a duck, it may quack like a duck, but it's not a duck.
Trust
you know?
me, it ain't. It got feathers, but it ain't one either. It's so ridiculous. The Chinese are so, dude. They lie so much, and it's so obvious. Like they don't know. It's like
COVID. The number one thing is the COVID.
Man.
Don't even bring that up.
Yeah.
Don't even bring that up. The crazy thing is that they're getting away with it, bro.
I mean,
They're just like, oops. It's like, oops, bitch.
like I'm not saying that like they did kind of start COVID, but they didn't create it.
Oh, they created
because
it.
there's a.
Oh.
I've seen like this video where this guy
They just
explains
couldn't contain it.
how it's like a man-made virus, whatever.
Don't tell me you're talking about that film Contagion or whatever.
That was a good movie.
That
I've never
was a
seen
good-
it.
Well, that was Contagion. It's a good one. Matt Damon, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
What is it
yeah.
about?
It's basically what happened.
And Gwyneth
Like
Paltrow and
how
all
like a
that.
co, because they were people who are like, oh my god, like
Yeah. Like how eerie
yeah, they're
it
like
was
how
because
crazy that they made a movie
so
about
ironic.
exactly what's happening.
They made a movie about COVID,
Kind of, but they didn't call it
Yeah.
COVID. They called
Yeah.
it something else.
Yeah,
But it was
it was
basically
like-
like exactly
but
the
it was
same.
deadlier, right? I can imagine. It,
I think they kind of it was like deadly. Like they buffed them. It was probably like people died from it, but
Yeah.
the numbers were probably over exaggerated.
And it wasn't like or like us.
It wasn't
You
like an
could see them,
apocalypse,
like,
right?
they
Where
were,
you
like-
go out in the streets and
No,
like
I think in the
and, like,
movie,
a
like,
car's
they
on
kinda
fire.
somehow- they kept it contained, but there was like a lot of casualties.
Yeah.
Exactly like what happened with us. Like we kept it contained, but there were a lot of
Yeah.
casualties. Like,
Even Morpheus is in there
yeah.
too.
Neo shows up.
Wait, Jared Leto's in it?
Who?
Jared, no, Matt Damon.
Oh, you
No,
said?
Matt
Did
Damon?
you say? Oh, you said
Morpheus.
Morpheus?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you said Morpheus. They said Morpheus.
No, the actor.
Yeah,
That's what it
Morpheus.
is.
What's
Oh.
his name?
Oh.
Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Is it Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Fishburne Lawrence. How much time?
He's
are we
also
doing
in
now?
John Wick.
I don't even know.
You know, I'm gonna take a quick
I
break because I,
think
gotta
we've
go
been recording for
refresh.
like 30 minutes.
Let me see.
Not even. It's
Yeah,
been
30
more
minutes.
than that.
No, it's been like 30 minutes.
Oh shit!
No.
Oh, it's right, dude. Because
Yeah?
I think it was marked at an hour 12.
Yeah, I mean, it was like
No,
30
that's-
minutes.
one-
it was 112. It was
We
112.
can go on for a little bit. Let me go get some ice. You guys keep going. Talk about
All right,
something.
so
Talk about aliens.
He doesn't know he's still mic'd.
Nah, dude, don't do the whisper thing. Cece, you gonna go inside?
He's mic'd up, so he doesn't know that. You're gonna hear some stuff.
One sec.
Yeah, I can hear some. I mean, we can hear it, but
ignore.
Nah, dude.
But-
Ignore.
Yeah.
If you hear some weird stuff,
you could, if you hear like you could probably hear him right now. His mic's pretty legit. He's going crazy.
It's not true.
No, but yeah, you should see it.
no, okay.
Contagion.
but when-
Contagion.
Okay,
That's
I'll
what it's
watch
called.
it. When was it made? Can you remember what year?
I think it was like 17 around there.
Oh, so it's fairly new.
Yeah, it was not too old. It's,
I was
but it's
actually
around
gonna,
there.
I was actually gonna talk about when he brought up when he was talking about the mummy. You know, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
You know, he stopped acting for a long time.
Oh, I heard.
because
Are you talking about the whale?
I'm talking about the whale. I am talking about the whale.
Oh,
wanna
I
go
haven't
see
seen it. Is it good?
It's pretty. It's
Oh
pretty good.
man, I
It's-
want to see
you know what's,
it.
You know what's crazy? Is it's shot all in like one house. It's shot in the house.
What?
Yeah. They don't like. I don't. Do you mind? if
No,
talk
I don't
about
care.
it?
Yeah, spoiler.
Alright,
I mean, I'm
spoilers.
gonna watch it.
Click
Spoilers.
off or mute it.
Spoiler alert for the whale.
But if you haven't seen it, so there'll be parts where it's shot like he's on the couch, but they'll open the door and you can only see outside. And they go outside in the porch, but they don't go past that. So all you see is like the house and the porch. It's all shot in the house.
Dang.
It's
So
really
they don't
cool.
show like clips of like them going to like a
they're-
different.
No, nowhere, no, just the house, and it's pretty entertaining. I don't know if you guys ever seen the other movie, that what's his name from Harold and Kumar, the Asian guy. I forgot his name.
Dang, yes.
Kumail Nanjiani.
No, no,
I
not.
was like, what for real? I was like,
But you know what I'm
no.
talking about the
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah. How do you spell Kumar with 5 O's and 2 U's? Or what do you say? Kumar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
so
It's
man.
so insulting that we name actors and we're like we
I
call them
know,
by their
I
movie
know.
names.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
I don't care.
You know
We
who
do it all
liked
the
it?
time.
You know, rest in peace.
I just can't remember his name.
Paul Walker. He would love that.
What?
Paul Walker? When what?
He would like in an interview. I think it was like a couple years before he passed. He would say, "Yeah, I'm not like your other stars out there where they get upset and this and that. If someone were to call me like Brian O'Connor, and he said that name, I would sit down and have a one-on-one with them, like, because generally, like
That's a cool name. That's a cool ass name, Brian O'Connor.
Oh yeah, from the Fast
Or
and Furious.
it's like
No.
Connor. Yeah, Brian O'Connor.
No, but you know what's funny? You remind me. There's a show that podcast that I listen to, Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and
Oh
Bert
yeah,
Kreischer.
yeah. That's
And
what you
there's
brought
a clip that Tom likes to play, where there's like the WWE announcement, the guy who announces shit.
Yeah.
He's basically like promoting Bert Kreischer's show. He's all, watch the Big Show with Bert Krischinger. Like he just kept, he just
Bert
kept,
Krischinger.
he just keeps butchering his name, and he just looks so upset about it. So upset about it.
I'm sorry, guys, but you may be seeing it like the 30 minutes we've been just mumbling. But I'm gonna throw another one. Now that you brought up Bert Kreischer, he's making a film. The Machine.
Yeah, The Machine, about his
Oh
experience.
my! I
what?
seen clips of it. Oh man.
If you've listened to The
Being a
Machine,
machine?
story, no. If you listen to it, just listen to it once and you'll be sick of it. I've heard Bert talk about The Machine so many times.
Well,
I've never
yeah,
even.
well,
What is that?
It's just a.
No,
The-
it's like a skit.
Just give me
'cause
a
you know
real
he's
quick-
from Russia
real
or
quick
whatever.
summary. Real quick.
It's not a quick summary. You can't
Yeah,
do
you
that with
can't.
Okay,
Bert's
what is
story.
the machine? I want to know what the machine is.
Basically, he got the nickname The Machine when he was in Russia, and so he tells
There
us.
it is. That's all you got, Tom.
Yeah,
okay,
That's all you gotta do.
I
I'll
thought there
stop you
was a
right there.
machine. His nickname is the machine.
The
okay.
Machine, but
Yeah.
there's a story as to why, and so his big story is this really long.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, I could hear it again.
I think the whole
Because you-
point is that he sold it one too many times.
Yeah, I mean, because you've heard it, you know.
Well, he sold it, dude. Tom knows what I'm talking about. He's heard the Machine story one too many times.
so popular though. Like you can't dub it. Like
Dude,
it's
there has
not-
to be a clip of us talking about this, and I hope they put it on their show. Look at me, look at this show that doesn't do any views talking shit about us. I'm not
Which is-
talking shit, Bert. I'm just saying.
Which is funny. I met. Long story short, I taught over the winter.
Short story long.
Yeah. No, this is quick. I'm not like you. I'm not like you.
Wait, over the winter break?
Yeah, and
Damn, bro.
we were playing this game where you say something interesting, and he said, "Oh, I have a YouTube." And I was like, "Oh, me too." And then I looked at his YouTube. He has like 80 subscribers. And I was
More
like,
than
"Dang,
us.
that's more than me." And in my head, though, I was like, "Shoot."
You should
A
be
little
like,
kid.
oh yeah, we got like.
This is a slow burn. I told you this. This show is
This
a
is a
slow
slow
burn.
burn.
It's a slow burn, man. But once we get a litty like a
Yeah.
titty, woo!
Oh, yep. Once we get the ball rolling.
He's all, what? Litty like a titty?
Anyways, sorry. We're jumping around. The whale. So what? What's it?
Okay, so what's the well about?
yeah.
Okay, the whale is actually. Well, it's his like first movie back right after like what?
Yeah,
10
he
years.
just-
10 years.
yeah, he just
almost
did after-
15
No,
years.
well, as far as taking the lead role, yes, but he's done little movies in between because he did a movie with Don Cheadle and fucking I forget who else, but he played like a mobster. So he's been in
The
stuff.
monster, and then to the DC one.
Oh, the DC Doom.
Yeah, Doom Squad.
Doom Squad.
Yeah,
There you go.
He played the
Doom Patrol?
what's
The
the
Doom
name?
Patrol?
Yeah, Doom
There we go.
Patrol.
Wow.
Really? He's in it?
That was my
Hey,
bad.
you're not drinking alcohol?
You said Doom Squad.
My bad.
Doom Squad.
I'm not a DC person,
No, I'm
but
not either.
I have my fair share of
DC
favorite
movies.
Nah,
characters.
DC's. I honestly okay. Real
Animated
quick,
DC
real
is
quick,
good.
Yeah.
real quick. I really wish DC would make like I like when they do the independent movies. Like instead of trying to make their own universe, they make the Joker.
Yeah, they're
That's
better
my
off-
gripe.
Batman.
Yeah, that's my gripe. They
I
keep
like-
switching up.
I like when they make the. I don't. But
They
when
do
they
a
try to get a
one-off?
universe,
Yeah.
it's like too much almost. Because then they get they got John Cena now in the
Yeah.
universe. It's like come on, like.
Yeah, they just.
What
keep
happened to
bringing
like the
characters
under
in
like
and
like
they don't
like
stick with
like
them.
when they got Heath Ledger as Joker, like that's cool. Like they need to get
Well, they do a
The one
series,
who-
yeah,
yeah.
where it's just like they're telling a quick story. Yeah, because they're best known for that. Because they have so many alternate variations of
Yeah.
like whatever. So for them to try to create like a united,
consistent, yeah.
eventually Marvel's gonna have to branch off into one. They already did. What if?
Yeah.
That's a one-off. Like those are one-offs.
I
Like,
didn't really
Yeah.
like that, if I'm being honest.
Mm.
It was alright.
I'm just saying.
I
Is it,
seen the first episode. It was alright. I didn't want to continue, but then again, I got
King T'Challa. Is that the first one? Or
no.
what?
I think that is.
Is it?
What
When,
remember.
when King T'Challa is Star Lord.
Oh yeah.
Was
That's
it
the first
one?
What If, I
Oh,
think.
I don't remember
So,
that one. Then
Thanos
I must have
is
seen
like-
the second one then or something.
Or
don't
maybe
know.
I'm wrong.
I thought
It
it was
with
one
the
continuous one.
what's her name? The Captain.
Oh, you're right.
Captain Britain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I thought that
But
one.
anyways, back when were you
Okay,
talking
the
about
whale.
the whale? Jesus,
whale.
how do we keep
I
getting
know.
sidetracked?
Sorry, guys.
This is what it's all
The
about.
Whale.
Yes.
It's a really good movie. It's shot all in one house. It's just I don't know. I think that's his best movie since like.
Well, didn't he get like
He's
a nominee or something?
he got
like that?
nominated, but he spoke out. Basically, he went against the committee. It was like, he criticized them, and they were like, oh yeah, bitch, you ain't getting the award. They literally were like, no, you talk shit, you ain't getting it. That literally what happened. He talked smack and didn't get
He's
it.
good though. Like he was a good actor.
No, he does a
just got
really good
done-
job.
I heard
playing-
it was
like
he got
okay,
done
like
dirty or
so he
something.
plays like a very like a severely obese man.
Yeah.
Like on the brink of death because he's like obese, right? And so like he really can't move anywhere, so it's all just shot in the house, and it's I don't know, some parts are really hard to watch, but It's a good movie.
Wait,
She was
like
assistant
gory or
Is this
something? Or what do
500
you mean?
Pound Sisters?
Yeah, 500-pound sisters.
Isn't that what the show called?
No, 600-pound life. that one?
600 pound, whatever. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's basically what I'm hearing.
just
Some dude just. It sounds like a mukbang, bro. I'm just gonna watch Brendan Fraser have a mukbang on video.
Some shot. There's like a scene where he's like just tearing up some food, man.
So it's a mukbang video.
It's a mukbang video with the plot. With the plot. With the plot. With the plot. With a really good plot. And Brendan
I'm
Fraser.
sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what's tragic though is that he actually ended up taking a break on his career because he fucked up his back. Like there was, I think on the mummy, one of the mummies, like this is how bad it was. On one of the mummies,
I heard that.
there was a stunt. There was a scene where he gets like hung, like where they try to like. And they didn't strap the harness tight enough.
That was the first one.
Was it the first one or the
yeah,
second?
the
I
first
can't
one.
remember.
First
So literally,
Yeah, I
the
remember
harness
that.
wasn't strapped properly, so it was a little bit loose. So he was actually
He was choking. Yeah.
until they fucking cut it.
Yeah.
And so that they were like, yeah, he was actually choking. Like
Yeah, he was.
We didn't tie the harness tight enough, and dude, he fucked up his back on a stunt. I forget what stunt, because most actors like Tom Cruise for sure. He's like what 60 doing his own stunts. He's gonna be in a wheelchair.
Well, kind of like Jackie
Getting-
Chan. Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan has a metal plate in his head
Yeah.
from like a stunt, like.
He was broken bones, everything.
He did a fall and he landed on his head and he literally there was a big chunk of his skull that was fractured, and the doctors are like, put a metal plate, just don't go into a metal detector, like you know what I mean? They were like, so he can't go through a metal detector because it hurts his shit.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. So he gets like a special pass, like they just pat his ass down. But dude, it's Jackie Chan,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, what?
Nah, you could just take a private jet, to be
Pretty
honest.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably does afford it. But the well.
No, that was
I'm
it.
gonna have to
No,
watch it. No, I'm gonna
That
have
was
to
it.
wa-
I
I'm
just
gonna
want
have
to
to
tell you
watch
guys
it. Yeah,
it was
it's
the way
good.
it's shot was really cool. Oh, no, that's what I was talking about. The guy from the Asian guy from Harold and Kumar.
He's in
Uh-huh.
it?
No, he did a movie not similar, but like kind of like the way it's shot. I don't know if you guys call this like Searching or Search.
I haven't heard of it.
It was like it went under the radar, but it's this movie where he like plays this like dad and his like daughter goes missing, but it's all filmed.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that.
But it's all filmed through like phones.
Oh, you're talking.
like,
That's
computers.
that's not Kumar. That's the Asian dude.
That's what I said.
Oh, I thought it was the Indian guy the whole time. And
what
when
I
you said the
said.
daughter missing, I was like, hey, that's not. That's
That's what I said. The Asian guy.
Harold.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
that
shit.
he kept repeating it.
Alcohol.
Yeah, this guy,
He said
the
it's-
pancake memory loss.
No, it wasn't the pancake.
Oh, man, he said it.
Could be the pancake or the alkies.
Anyways, let's get to one of these.
Oh
at
yeah,
least,
let's get into it.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, yeah,
We're good.
Yeah, we're still good.
We're like probably
good.
like 50,
Are
40,
you
50
keeping track
minutes.
of time?
I am.
I was up until we started talking about
I am.
who knows what.
All right, let's start with this one. We kind of covered it. Well, something happened last episode where I had to
that
take
out.
a big chunk
Cut that out.
I had to cut it.
Cut out me.
Sorry, guys.
I had to walk off set, and then, anyways. Come on, I had to walk off set, anyways.
Anyways, guys.
It's all good. We still kept a chunk of it.